What's going on, guys? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe Podcast. My name is Matt, and tomorrow it's game day. The Indianapolis Colts will be taking on the Cleveland Browns in Indianapolis. The Colts are also going to be wearing their Indiana Knights jerseys and helmets, which I think those look pretty cool. In today's video, I'm just going to give you guys some of my thoughts heading into the game. I'll give you guys a couple keys to victory, and then at the end of the video, I will give you my prediction on who I believe is going to win and why. Now, before I do that, if you're new, if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate if you would click that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the season, so if you enjoy this, click that subscribe button. Also, click the bell icon. That way you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Who's going to win? Why? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have a Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. There is a link in the description down below. I got a new desk, so I can jump around and just run around. It's really exciting. I can get some exercise in when I do these videos. So let's talk about the game. This past Sunday was a disaster, to say the least. The Colts losing to Jacksonville, in Jacksonville, once again, 37-20. And it really wasn't that close, if you would ask me. Not a good day. Offense looked really, really bad. They just looked like they didn't know how to play football, in all honesty. The defense, I thought, was good. 37 points is a lot, but when you're on the field that much and when you're in bad positions like they were, it's really tough to stop an offense that's pretty good. On the other hand, you got the Cleveland Browns. They beat the San Francisco 49ers, who a lot of people thought they were the best team. Cleveland beats them without Deshaun Watson. Big win for them. They look good. And now Deshaun Watson, he's questionable for tomorrow's game. If I had to guess, he's going to play tomorrow. If I had to guess. Which I don't think anybody was really expecting him to play. I think most people expected it to be P.J. Walker. But it's going to be Deshaun Watson unless something changes. But by the looks of everything, Watson's probably going to play. Which I would prefer it to be P.J. Walker, in all honesty. I mean, I think Watson is a better quarterback than P.J. Walker, obviously. Even though I'm not that high on Deshaun Watson, I think he gives them a better chance to win versus a P.J. Walker. Very curious to see if the Colts run game can get back on track as well. Can Gardner Minshew bounce back from a really bad game? Because it was really, really bad. Can he bounce back against one of the best defenses, if not the best defense, in the entire NFL? The Browns, that's what they have going for them. They got a great defense. Fantastic. A defense you can win a championship with, in my opinion. So it should be an interesting game. Don't know how high of a scoring game it's going to be, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. Let's get into some of my keys to victory. We're going to start with the offense here. Gardner Minshew has to play a cleaner game. He's got to play much better than he did against Jacksonville. It's going to be tough because, again, the Browns, they have one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the NFL. So it's not going to be easy. You're not playing a easier defense than you did last week. Jacksonville's defense is pretty good. They're not as good as the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's going to throw a lot at you. They're going to, do some disguises and all that stuff. So Gardner Minshew has to play a clean game. If he doesn't play a clean game and he plays similar to last week, it's over. It's done. You cannot turn it over as many times as he did against the Jaguars when you go up against the Cleveland Browns. So the pass game has to be cleaner. Michael Pittman, you got to get open. You got to get open, Michael Pittman. All our receivers, Josh Downs, they all got to step up. They got to help Gardner Minshew because Gardner Minshew is going to need help going up against this really good defense. Same with our tight ends. They got to go in there. They got to step up. They got to make plays. Let's talk about my next key to victory. Run game. Take advantages when those creases open, okay? Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor, you got to take advantage of some of the opportunities. And also Shane Steichen, run the ball more, okay? Run the ball more than you did last week because that was an issue I had. You passed the ball 55 times to Gardner Minshew. Don't do that against Cleveland. Run the ball more. Okay, so when you run the football, Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor, if our offensive line gives you a hole, punch right through it. If they give you a crease, punch right through it. That's what I need them to do. They need to go out there and they need to take advantage of every little tiny opportunity that they get. Okay? There's probably not going to be a whole lot of them because of how good this defense is. So when they present themselves to you, the run game has to take advantage of that. Third, then we'll move on to the defense, offensive line. You got to play your best game of the year. Plain simple. Got to play your best game of the year. Got to block that defensive line. Very, very good defensive line. Um, you cannot let them get pressure on Gardner Minshew. You cannot let them go out there and stop the run and just bully you. You got to win these battles. These are very important battles. Whoever wins in the battle of the trenches will win this game, I believe. So they got to give our pass game an opportunity to get going, and they got to give our run game some opportunities as well. Let's move on to the defense. Sticking with the trenches. Do not let Deshaun Watson or PJ Walker have time to throw the football. Get in their face. Look, no Grover Stewart. That's a big loss. Look, man, we got to have guys step up for Grover Stewart. DeForest Buckner's got to play a really good game. Kwity Paye's got to get that pressure. Samson and Ebukam, he's got to get pressure. Dio's got to get pressure. All these guys, Tyquan Lewis, they got to get pressure on Watson or PJ Walker, and they cannot let their run game get going. Look, no Nick Chubb, okay? Look, what happened to Nick Chubb was it was awful. It was horrible. You never want to see that happen to a player. But you're going up against what Ford and Hunt, I believe, is their two running backs. Either way, you can't let their run game get going. Okay, their run game is not going to be as effective, obviously, because Nick Chubb might be the best running back in the NFL. So you cannot let those other guys get going and have big days. You just cannot do that. Again, this is where it's really going to hurt not having Grover Stewart. You got to step up. Y'all have to make some big plays. And then, of course, secondary. Don't let the receivers get open. Make Watson or PJ Walker. Again, I assume it's Watson, but maybe it's Walker. Make them take an extra second or two to throw the football, because if you give that defensive line an extra second or two, they're going to go at the quarterback, and I think they'll take advantage. Same thing with the secondary. If the defense can get to get to the quarterback quick, if I can speak, if they can get to the quarterback quick, it helps the secondary out a lot. So cannot let these receivers get open. Can't let Amari Cooper and guys like him go off and have big days. All right, so with that being said, let's get into my prediction on who I believe is going to win the game. So this is going to be a defensive heavy game, in my opinion. I think both defenses are going to have good days. I think they're going to limit what both offenses do. I think whoever has more success in the trenches, both on the offensive side and the defensive side, I think they win the game. I don't think it matters who the quarterback is for Cleveland. I don't see Deshaun Watson making a huge difference versus a PJ Walker. So I don't really see the quarterback play being that deciding factor. It is really who wins in the trenches, who gets the pressure, who holds the defensive line from creating the pressure. That is who's going to win the game, in my opinion. I think the Browns are going to have a little more success than the Colts. I think they're going to be a little bit better in the trenches than the Colts will be. So I'm going to go with the Browns winning this game. And it hurts to say that, it really does. But I think Cleveland's going to win this game. I'm thinking a final score of 13-10. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't see either offense really having that great of a day. I think 13-10 Cleveland is going to be your final score. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new, if you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you click that subscribe button. Also click the bell icon. That way you're notified when I upload a video or when I go live. If you like this video, smack the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Who's going to win the game? Let me know in the comments. And if you have a Twitter, excuse me, I burped. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at horseshoe_pod. Link in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt, Bleed Blue, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other two videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon.
I greatly appreciate your support.